ability. As you hear me, wherever you are, ability is coming upon you. I say ability is coming upon you. Ability is coming upon you. Receive ability.
Welcome to Truth Sermon. Get ready for life-changing messages from anointed ministers.
Of peace, empowered to finish. Empowered to finish. That's what I'm sharing on. Empowered to finish. Empowered to finish. Empowered to finish. The Bible says, which of you intending to build a tower? Intending. Greatness begins with intention. Every correct intention will bring speedy manifestation. And I want everyone under the sound of my voice to be very, very attentive to me. And I want you to hear this. Any intention that God puts in your heart can become a manifestation in your hand. Any. No matter the size of vision, no matter the size of dream, no matter the size of expectation, so long God puts it in your heart, it can be in your hand. Every greatness in life, Joseph sat down and God brought an intention, a dream which looked bigger than him, and God put it in his heart. So never be afraid when dreams come, never be afraid when intentions come. Every intention that God puts in your mind, every intention that God gives to you, every dream that God gives to you, every seed implants in your heart for a great future, he has the capacity. And it means that as he put the dream, he has already also put in you the capacity for fulfillment. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. The fact that God put that dream in your heart, the fact that God put that thing in your spirit, the fact that God put that dream, that capacity, that expectation, it means along with the thoughts of it, along with the dream, along with the intention, there is an unction for the manifestation if only you follow transition. I repeat it. Once there's an intention, there is an unction for manifestation if only you follow transition, you give in to change. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. No greatness begins without a desire. Psalm chapter 27 verse 4. One thing have I desired of the Lord, and that will I seek after. Desire. Psalm 37 verse 4. Delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall fulfill the desires of thy heart. Psalm 92 verse 11, it says, my eyes shall see my desire upon my enemies, and my ears shall hear my desire on the wicked that rise up against me. Even in the place of prayer, what guarantees your answer to prayer is not coming to God with an empty spirit. You come to God on the platform of desire. Mark 11:24. Whatsoever things you desire, when you pray, believe that you shall receive them and you shall have them. Proverbs 11:32 said the desire of the righteous is only good. Proverbs 10:24, God has promised to grant the desires of the righteous. Every greatness begins with a desire. In Proverbs 18 verse 1, he said true desire, a man separated himself. So you keep moving with the crowd. You keep moving with the crowd. You keep moving scattered until genuine desire comes. It is desire that separates men. When people suddenly decide to take a turn of life, it's because there's a desire that overwhelms them. Am I communicating right now? Greatness begins with a vision. Only your vision produces your future. Let me tell 5 people, your vision produces your future. Your vision. No one becomes great by mere wishing. Are you aware? The Bible Bible said, the last verse 32 said, if the man is not able to finish what he has started, he has no choice than to make conditions of peace. In other words, the man is going to fight a battle, the man is going to fight a war. He has to first check these opponents I am going to attack. How many are there emissaries? How many is the artillery? How weaponized are they? How prepared are they? When he discovered they are more prepared than him, he has no choice than to surrender and make conditions of peace. So what does that mean? That means to say that when a man is not ready to have good intention, when a man is not ready to have good pursuit, when a man is not ready to plan his life well, he has no choice than to settle for whatever life offers. He has no choice than to settle for the less. He has no choice than to say, anywhere life blows me, I submit myself. Anywhere life takes me, I submit myself. That means that if a man can organize himself, can structure himself, he won't submit to life, life will submit to him. He won't bow to life, life will bow to him. He won't settle for less, he will get the best. He won't become a rabble rouser, a barbarian chasing thousands, but he will be a fixed person who has a pursuit. Hear me, child of God, you don't just let life drag you, you settle down and give life direction. I make declaration to you today, you will not settle for less. I say you will not settle for less. 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 If your amen is louder, take the blessing. Jesus said, everyone intending. So life begins with an intention. Satan fears intention, good intentions, but he fights manifestations. I repeat that. Satan fears good intentions, but he fights manifestation. Satan fears good intentions, but he fights manifestation. Jesus said, which of you intending build a tower? Somebody say tower. A tower is commensurate, or when you see a tower, the first visible striking feature is the height. When the Bible uses a tower in describing your expectation, a tower in describing your intention, a tower in describing your future, it means that God thinks highly of you. God thinks highly of you. Don't think lowly of yourself. God thinks big of you. Don't think small of yourself. God thinks great of you. Don't think little of yourself. Which of you intending to build a tower? So God is saying, anytime I see you as my child, what I see is a tower. Anytime I see you as my son, what I see is a tower. Anytime I see you as my daughter, what I see is a great life, a big life, a life that is enviable, a life that is important, a life that is outstanding. I see you as a success. That is what God is saying. Don't allow situations redefine you. Don't let what you are going through redefine you. Don't let your experience redefine you. Don't let the battles of life redefine you. Don't let challenges redefine you. God has said you are a great person. The Bible says in Jeremiah 9:11, I know the thoughts that I think towards you, the thoughts of peace, not of evil, to give to you an expected end. My Bible tells me in Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 8, my thoughts are not your thoughts, my ways are not your ways. As the heaven are higher than the earth, so are my thoughts than your thoughts, and my ways than your ways. In Psalm 139 and verse 17, how precious are thy thoughts towards me, O God. Great is the sum of them. I don't see myself small, because God sees me great. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am child of the king. I can't live like a slave. I am royalty. I can live with indignity. God thinks highly of me. It doesn't matter the lack. It doesn't matter the struggle. It doesn't matter the limitation. It doesn't matter the hatred. It doesn't matter the restriction. God thinks highly of me. Let me tell 7 people, God thinks highly of me. Barakatosoko palada. What
What is man when I consider the heaven and the works of thy hand? What is man that thou art mindful of him, or the son of man that thou visitest him? Thou hast made him a little lower than Elohim. If only you know how God sees you, if only you know how God sees you, that he has given us the spirit of grace whereby we cry, Abba Father. For if the spirit that raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, it shall quicken, it shall revitalize, it shall give shape, it shall give order to your mortal body. You don't serve a dead God, you serve a mighty God. He's the same yesterday, he's the same today, he's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can bring you down. God is on your side, power is on your side, glory is on your side, favor is on your side. Somebody shout yes.
Say that to yourself. God, I can hear you. Say, God thinks highly of me. Take your seat. We are examining word for word. Then we'll go into point by point. Which of you? Intending. So long it has entered your spirit, it can enter your hand. Stop thinking your dreams are environment connected. Stop thinking your dreams are connected to an environment. Can I say this to you? Can I say this to you? Every man who has a positive mindset creates his own atmosphere. You don't bow to the environment, you create your own atmosphere. Everyone who has a positive mindset. There are people that always feel that there are reasons they are failing. Some people are stranded not because they have malaria, not because they have arthritis, not because they have cancer, not because they are blind, not because they are crippled. They have a disease. Should I tell you the name of the disease? Excusitis. What did I call it? Some people have a sickness called excusitis. Spirit of giving excuses. Spirit of giving excuses. They give excuses and they lie to themselves. It's because of this, it's because of that, it's because of that. When you excuse yourself, you accuse yourself. When you excuse yourself, you accuse. Excuses are accuses. No excuse to fail. No excuse. Which of you intending to build a tower? Intention. Tower. Build. Life is not a wish, it's a building. Life is a building. And sir, when you are thinking of building, there are 4 components. Major. There are several components, but there are 4 major components that come to mind. Whenever anyone intends to build, there are 4 major. There are several other requirements and components, but there are 4 major components that readily comes to mind. Number 1 is a building plan. You build according to plan. Any building without a plan, in fact, without a plan, a building will not be approved. Is that correct? Every build, because it is the plan that the structural engineers will check to determine if the soil can handle it, if the depth can handle it. The depth, the foundation of a 2-story building is different from a 6-story building, but it's a function. So if they have no idea the height of the building, they have no idea what to tell you. If they have no idea of the plan, they have no idea what to recommend. Good structural engineer, no, not structural. There are I forgot the name of these engineers that can cost a building. Quantity surveyor. A quantity surveyor can look at a building plan and give you an estimate. Not an actual figure, but it's close to the estimate. Why? Because there's a plan. So it becomes a risk. Wishing a great life without a corresponding great plan. Everything falls into plan. Everyone who wants to see greatness must have a plan. What is plan? What is What's your plan? You want to be great? You have a great expectation? You have a great intention? There must equally be a corresponding great plan. Arnold Schwarzenegger, that was governor of California. Some of you know him. He has acted the movie called Commando. You know Commando? The one called Terminator 1 and 2, Terminator 3. They were doing bodybuilding and he wanted to become Mr. Universe. No, Mr. America first before Mr. Universe. And he decided to have a plan. And the plan was for him to spend the whole day in the gym. To spend what? He started by doing push-ups. And he began to plan from 500 push-ups to 1,000 push-ups. Those of you that do push-ups, you know what push-ups are. To do 200 push-ups. What is 200? Some of you can do 50. I know what I'm talking about. When you start doing push-ups, you feel it on your veins. It gets to a point you can't even lie down straight because every part of your body is speaking in tongues. Now, Schwarzenegger got to a point, he was doing 5,000 push-ups a day. What did I say? 5,000. Somebody who stays in the gym from morning till night, he will do up to like 1,005. He will rest. Afternoon, another 1,005. And he breaks them, not at once, maybe 500, 300. When the total is 5,000 every day, he was building his body. When they all came to the stand, all those who had built their body, all he did was to just take off his clothes. The judges did not talk. They say, you won, others go. With this kind of body, how did they achieve it? Plan. Can I say this to you? Everything in life available and obtainable if you plan. I repeat myself. Everything in life is available and obtainable if you plan. Without plan, it will be available but not obtainable. So what is your plan? So for a great building, there must be a plan. Somebody say plan. A great building, there must be quality materials. Quality what? Materials. Quality materials. I was telling the single people in Kenya, I said to them, if you are told that you are going to be given a shirt or a trouser, and that's what you are going to wear for the next 10 years, you won't change the shirt, you won't change the trouser, you are going to be with that trouser and that shirt for the next 10 years. They say, go to the market and pick one. When you get to the market, you won't pick beauty. Am I correct? You won't pick how attractive. You will pick what? Quality. Because this is what you are going to use for a long time. And so if you want to be a man or a woman that will be in this marriage for a long time, you need to be a person of what? Quality. Not quantity. Quality. So to build, you must check a plan. You must check quality materials. There are buildings that are not even completed. The materials are giving way. Why? Because they want to manage. They want to manage. Sir, for every material you need in the market, there is inferior and there's quality. There's quality. There's quality. There's inferior. If you live in Lagos, you can buy this on the express. You can buy this on the express. They can sell something for you on the express and it's blue. When you get home, it's yellow. Yeah, you are the one looking for express, so you have to face whatever you see. Are you following what I'm talking about? They can sell something to you on the express. It is size 44. You get back home and discover it is size 48. They can use something to change the figure. Because quality has locations, but inferior is everywhere. Oh, I wish I'm talking to somebody here. Quality has locations, but inferior is everywhere. Those of you with vehicles who can testify what black market has done to you. What black market has done to you. Sometimes you end up draining out the whole fuel. You drain out. So, your building plan. What's the next thing? Quality materials. I'm just actually starting. Quality materials, specific instructions. When you try to deck a house, there is a specified time to let it cake. Is that correct? You are decking a house, you will stop work or do the elementary work because that house has to cake before you lay something on top. Specific instruction. No matter the availability of materials, there is a place for instruction. This is what to do, when to do this. This is when to. I remember I told you the story of how we are building the old auditorium. If you laugh and I see your teeth, we are building the auditorium and we having, it was 2011, we are wrapping up. So 4 governors had told me they were coming. There's South governor, I think only one from Akwa Ibom or Calabar was not here also. I think only Akwa Ibom or Calabar. We had 4 governors. How many of you in church that you remember? Okay. And they were coming on Sunday. And I discovered those who were fixing the tiles. We are taking time. Mama came to me. He said, can you shift this thing? These men are asking you, are you sure it's still holding? Tell them to shift. No! No! Those are the parts of the things I'll still teach you again today. So I went there. I was there morning and night, supervising those doing the tiles. It was in my presence they made it. While they were doing the concrete, I didn't let it dry. I said, be putting the tiles on top. They said, sir, we have to wait for like 24 to 48 hours. I said, put it. And they did it. The event came and the men left. As the men left, the tiles left. They began to break. They began to pull off. Up the POP was pulling off. We'll be in service like this. Lord, we worship you. As we lift our hand before you as a token of our love. Holy, holy. And the POP will respond, holy, holy. And Mama will just be on the altar, just take her face somewhere. Just take her face somewhere. He said, but I told you. Am I communicating? If Mama does anything, it will take time, but it will come out well. She's gifted. That's her gift. Anything she handles, she will take her time. Sometimes I get scared when I see the outcome. But me, if I handle anything, it can come out today. Anything I handle can come out today. Now. But after then, it's up to you. Anything you see, you carry. Am I communicating now? There are specific instruction. My son, take instruction. Keep them. Say, for it is thy life. Number 4, timing. Every building is a function. Every great building is connected to timing. So it's important that you have that understanding. The Bible says, which of you intending to build a tower does not first sit down? I know you are seated, but tell somebody clearly again, sit down. You want a great life? You want an outstanding life? Sit down. Sit down. Some people have gone to 5 churches. Everybody's offending them. This one they offend you, that one they offend you, that one they offend you, and you have finally found yourself here. Sit down. Sit down. You cannot succeed by, you see, when you carry this spirit of offense, and one of the problems in this generation is that we never check what we do wrong. We always check what people did to us wrong. A woman was complaining about the husband, talked, and I asked her, madam, you have been telling me what this man has done. What have you done wrong? He said, nothing. A selfish, self-centered. You can't make impact. You can't make progress until you sit down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down, young man. Settle down, young lady. Settle down. Settle down. I'm speaking to you that follows God and still lives a reckless life. It is time to settle down with God. Follow God and still addicted to vices. It's time you settle down with God. Follow God and still addicted to the weakness of the flesh. The time you have spent carnal, give it to spirituality and see the proof. See the outcome of it. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. This fraud. There's nobody on earth. Everything in life bows to the laws of nature. This fraudulent practice is better you settle down with honesty, or else you will pay for it. I'm telling the truth. You pay for it. These swindling people, changing people, you pay for it. Settle down. It's time to stop playing smart. Settle down. Are you married? Settle down in that marriage. Stop being married and you are still outside. Settle down. Woman, settle down. You are a married woman. Settle down. Settle down. When you see the way some women behave online, you'll be asking if they are married. You are married, you are still shaking your bum online, and you are married. You'll be wondering if they are married. You are married, you see dressed so loosely, you'll be wondering. Settle down. Am I talking to you? You want to marry, stay married. You don't want to stay married, get out. Settle down. Settle down, sir. Settle down. You are in the church, you are a worker, you are still in one fellowship outside. Settle down. Okay, you have been there for a while now. Your life is still the way it is. Are you not wise enough to know that there's something wrong with you? Am I talking to somebody right now? There are people who are in church, who are in departments, who are workers in different churches, but they are still having in fact, in those fellowships, they even have positions. And they come to church and they are working. Say, I cannot be under grace. You are not under grace. In fact, you are not under anywhere. Because you are neither there or here. Settle down. Stop this kind of life. I told someone, I said, you want to know somebody who has a scattered mind. Anytime you are watching the TV, give him a remote. A calm person will not be changing channels. But how you see a confused person, just give him a remote. It shows who that person is. He will check here, he will check here, he will check here. And then he will come back to where he started from and drop the remote. It's very minor, but it tells. I do that a lot. See, I put it in your hand. Some take it and drop it back, and they are watching. But some others, pew, 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 pew. They want to know everything. Settle down. Sit down. That's what the Bible says. Sit down. Calm down. Stop going about. Calm down. Be focused. Calm down. Be focused. Which of you intending to build a tower does not first sit down and count the cost? Write this down. Count the cost. If you must finish well, you start by counting the cost. Count the cost. Sir, count the cost for what you're about to. I like what the NIV says and the NLT. They say, get the estimate. Get the estimate. Are you aware a man called Reuben? Reuben was the firstborn. Reuben was the firstborn. He said, without calculating the cost, get the NIV. He said, get the estimate. NIV and the amplifier and the message. Get them. Amplifier, NIV, or the message. NIV. You don't have NIV. He says you get the estimate. Are you aware a man called Reuben? Reuben was the firstborn in the family. Reuben was supposed to be the most outstanding. He was the one that broke the first water in his mother's body. But Reuben ended up being the waste. Are you aware? If you study the tribe of Reuben, it was the most useless tribe. No king came out. No Levite came out. No priest came out. Nobody formidable came out from the tribe. But it was the most useless tribe. Why? A first son that could not count the cost. A first son that could not put his life in order. He was so scattered that he slept with his father's wife. The father waited for that is what happens when you don't count the cost. You want a great future, you want a great destiny. You must check this great destiny. What will it cost me? Anything that costs nothing is not valuable. Cheap is free. Cheap is free. Anything that costs nothing. You want a great future, you want to eat your cake and have it. In economics, it is called opportunity cost. Alternative for God. You want to eat your cake and have it? You want to grab everything and make yourself comfortable? For you to live a healthy and a happy life, count the cost. Some things must go. Reuben ended up being a waste because he didn't count the cost. Are you aware? A man called Moses, if anybody had told Moses that he will not enter the promised land, he will argue with that person. If anybody had told Moses that the same promised land he was taking over 2 million people into, the same promised land by the manifestations of the spirit, the 10 plagues of Egypt emanated from him, the same promised land that God had shown him that he was not going to enter, Moses would argue. But Moses did not count the cost. Moses did not check his family to know that there was an altar, there was an anger problem that was running through the lineage. Moses was the meekest man on the face of the earth. But if you read Genesis chapter 49 verse 5, verse 6, verse 7, that Jacob began to pronounce words on Levi. He said, Levi and Simeon, you are brethren, you are habitations of cruelty. Cost be your anger. You have terrible anger problem. You have anger issues. For by their anger they killed the man, they dig the wall. He said they will not get a portion in Jacob. That means they will not enter the promised land. They will not get a portion in Jacob. Who became Israel? Who became Israel? Yeah, they will not get a portion. They will not access the promised land. So Moses, Exodus chapter 2 verse 1, his mother was from Levi, the father was from Levi. He did not count the cost. He did not deal with the battles of his father. To make matters worse, he came from a family with foundational issues. To make matters worse, a lady called Pharaoh's daughter now carried him and called him Moses, which was an Egyptian name. That he came from a foundational family was not bad enough. An Egyptian now raised him up. Yes. Now raised him up. Consolidated his altar. The name made Moses means I drew him from water. Moses was so free to change Joshua's name. He changed it to Jephunneh, but he was too busy to change his own name. Count the cost. I was talking to some of my spiritual children. We met, and the last time I saw them, many of them were not married. So they're married now. They have children. So they decided to just come say hi. No, in their numbers, I was asking them questions. One that was very, very, I never thought that one would get married because she was very picky. Everybody is not her class. She was married. I said, you marry? He said, yes, Dad. You marry? I said, okay, tell me one of the shocks and surprises you found inside marriage. He said, Daddy, the thing that shocked me is that I found that in marriage you must be cooking every day. He said, I wish they can remove that one. I said, what do you mean? He said, they cook every day. I said, really? So all those children you see with women, you think it's battery. Those women, little children you are seeing, you think it's, but they'll start growing. They'll press and they'll start walking about. It is food. He said, sometimes you cook 2 times a day. I said, because you didn't count the cost. It's not enough to desire to get married. You like too much sleep. Marriage will change it. Especially if you are married to a man that is a wizard that doesn't sleep. There are some men, they don't sleep, and once they wake up, you must wake up. Count the cost. Count the cost. You like minding your business, you like alone time, count the cost. You are about to do business with an unbeliever, count the cost. You are entering a business with you must count. Moses! Are you aware? Judas Okapataya. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. A great life. When I wanted to start going to America, going to Europe, going to everywhere, I told myself I will live clean Because these are nations that are full of, you can be in the same place and the person in the next room is an FBI. So I told myself I will be careful. Before I went into, I said I will not take money from people. I will not play. I will do my best to be careful. Am I talking to somebody here? I was in a certain country. They are watching me now, and the next room was a secret agent. I was not aware. They just lodged there. All my prayer time, everything, my phone call, everything, they were hearing in the next room. So just imagine if I was saying one nonsense or doing one rubbish. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. So you must count that you want a great life. There are some of you today that want to go abroad. You are building up for nation. God knows if doors are open for you and you go to that place now, you will come back as an allergy. You will come back as an allergy with turban on your face. You will compromise. They give you offers. You compromise. Because you have not settled down to count the cost. Are you following what I'm talking about? Count the cost. Are you aware, sir? Everyone in this world, everyone that is born in this world, God has a plan. And up to even Judas you see today, God had a good plan for him. Oh my God. Are you aware when Judas failed? When Judas fell in Acts chapter 1 verse 20, hear me, the Bible says, is bishopric, let another take. Is bishopric. So the plan of God was that Judas will end up as a bishop. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. The plan of God was that Judas will end up as a bishop, but Judas died with suicide. Why? He could not count the cost. Because of Judas' greed, because of Judas' greed and his passion for materialism, because of the greed of Judas, the Bible said they gave him the purse to handle. In other words, steal what you can steal, but don't look outside. And that's a problem of absolute power. It corrupts absolutely. There are people today who can manage what they are given. They can't manage power. They can't manage access. They can't manage it. Count the cost. Know how to organize your life. I want a great life, but this alcohol, will it not destroy me? I want a great life, but this kind of people around me, will I achieve greatness? I want a great life. This character of greed and pride, will I achieve greatness? I want a great life. This spirit of being in a hurry, will I come out well? Count the cost. Know what to eliminate from your life. Know what to take out of your life if you must achieve a great future. I wish I'm talking to somebody here. Count the cost. Count the cost. Count the cost. So that you put yourself, you want a great ministry? A pastor does not appoint people that are yes sir, yes sir. There are churches today where a pastor will fire a treasurer because they question him. So he puts a young boy, a young lady that is loyal to him, not the mandate. I wish I'm talking to somebody now. Yes, a person that when he says bring this, they don't question him. Bring that, they don't question him. Bring this, they don't question him. He has not counted the cost, and he's going to crash. That kind of life, he will crash. It's a matter of time. Am I communicating here? Jeremiah 17:11, as partridge sitteth on eggs and hatcheth it not, so is it that get riches but not by right. He shall leave them in the midst of his years, and in the end shall be a fool. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We will not be where we are today if one man was eating money. We will not be where we are. We will not be where we are today. If one man was eating money, one man was thinking of how to make his life and family better. No. People have given me school fees to pay for them that were more expensive than my children's school fees. My biological children, more expensive. What is that? Count the cost. This life that you want, listen, this future that you want, can this life you live lead you there? Oh, nobody understood my question. This future you want, can this life you lead you are living now lead you there? Sir, if you are ready to count the cost, you will understand that you will eliminate the non-essentials. To count the cost, number one, eliminate the non-essentials. Eliminate the non-essentials. There are things that are not essential. They may look good today, but they will ruin your tomorrow. Count the cost. Eliminate the non-essentials. Count the cost. Honesty pays. Eliminate the non-essentials. Count the cost. 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 Some of you do not know that these things you are pursuing today, these things that you are pursuing, you want to labor to get, there are many people who have it and they are now seeing how unnecessary it is. How unnecessary it is. Non-essentials. Non-essentials. What is a stranded man doing with 2 phones? He has no job. Who is calling him? I remember one time when one of my children was about 10, he said, "Dad, I want a phone." I said, who is calling you? If I want to call you, I shout your name from here. What do I need to give you phone for? To call you, I shout your name from here. You say, "Yes, sir." You come over. So why do I give you a phone? Carrying 2 phones and you have no job. Not knowing that what you hold in your hand is 2 jobs. If you are wise enough. Count the cost. Count the cost. You have no job. You are believing God for a great destiny and your phone is on silence. Are you okay? Say, I don't want disturb. Sir, if you are stranded, please be disturbed. Accept disturb. Because you need help to come out of that situation. Someone came to me and he was in the office. He said he wanted some support. He dropped his 2 phones on the table. I was looking at him. When he was done, I gave him prayer. And that lady came, said she wanted money. How much? About 400,000. Was talking. Her nose had a ring. Her ears like 2 ring before they went down. She had rings there. She was walking. You can see ring on her. So I was asking her the total of what she was wearing. It was over 1 million. I said, "You want capital for business?" I said, "Yes." I said, "How much?" I said, 400. I said, "You are wearing more than your capital. Remove it, sell it, and start it." "No, sir." I said, "Then get out of the office. You are not ready for life." Eliminate the non-essentials. Eliminate non-essentials. Number 2, discipline. To count the cost, you must understand the place of discipline. Discipline, sir. The word discipline, the word disciple rather, is coined from the word discipline. The word disciple is coined from the word discipline. What is discipline? Discipline is a disciple rather, is a disciplined follower of Christ. Discipline is for you to learn to say no even when you think it is needed. Learn to say no even when your body wants it, when your desire wants it. Learn to say no even when you think it is temporarily profitable but ultimately destructive. Learn to say no. Learn. You must understand the place of discipline. As a teenager, learn to say no to what appears attractive but ultimately destructive. Learn to say no to what appears appealing but ultimately destroying. Your friends are doing it, doesn't make it right. God is not popular. God does not trend. Anything that trends has an expiry date. God is constant. Everyone is doing it. God is looking for someone that can say no. Are you aware that there were people from Israel that were carried captive into Babylon? All of them bowed. But Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego refused to bow. All of them ate food offered to idols. But Daniel proposed himself in his heart. Be that fragmented few that we say no. Be that fragmented few that we say no. Be that fragmented few that we say no. That we say no. Am I talking to somebody here? There are things that have been offered to me to buy. I'd give away prices, but I say no. Are they wonderful? Yes. But I say no. Offers. A man came to our church. We are there. We're building this church. I'm not if you are aware that when we're building this church, we used to worship here most times inside the rain. Are you aware? Sometimes we are doing a major program that place can't take us. We'll come here. We are building. So the man came with the wife, came from Lagos, and saw me ministering under the sun. So the man was just there. When I was done, the man now asked me, he said, I want to support the church building. I need some account. Send me an account. He said, send me your account. That's what he said. So I sent him the church account. So he was wondering. He said, where is your account? I said, my account is not for the building. You are building the church, so it's the church account. So he sent some money. When he sent the money, I called the guy building. I said, you, this. In less than 3 days, the money was almost gone. So he sent me a text the 4th day to greet me. I didn't know he had his banker to monitor the flow of the money that he sent, which was wrong, very wrong. But he was monitoring the flow. They now told me, you are a man of God. I didn't know why he said that. I just said that casually. And I greeted him, bless you, sir. He said, send your account. I sent my account. He sent an amount of money. And I transferred everything he sent to people that were still building. He observed it. At the end, he called me. He said, but what I gave you is for you. Why did you put to the building? I said, how did you know? He opened the door. I said, but you know this is wrong. You can't be doing that. He said, I'm very sorry. He said, but I don't trust pastors. He said, I don't go to, that time you came here prophesying all that, I sat at the back. I said, all this one they do, now money go end. He said, but that's what I thought. He said, but what I saw. He said, now I am sending you something for you. Please, this is you. He said, I put it again in the building. Today is one of my most committed sons. I mean, committed. There is nothing you will do. You talk left, talk right. You say, Apostle, I tested him. Sir, just imagine if it was the other way. I wouldn't know why he cut off from me, but he knew. You are not aware that people are observing you. You are not aware. You are not aware. Try your best. It may not be easy. Try your best. Learn it. Begin to learn. Begin to learn to be disciplined. Number 3, honesty. Sir, even if you are wrong and it will hurt, say it. Honesty begins with accountability. Accountable. Yes, it happened. Yes, there is what they call delusion. Delusion is when you have so lied to yourself and the lies become the truth. You know, there's a way you lie to yourself that you are a white man. Are you following what I'm talking about? There's a way a black man can lie to himself that he's a white man. Say he's a white man, he's a white man. He has so believed that lie, even as a guy named James Monacho, alias white man. They now call him a white man. So he now believes he's white. There is nothing you tell him. That is self-delusion. You have so lied to yourself that your lie has become the truth. Learn to be honest. Learn to be honest. Because every seed of dishonesty produces its kind. When you lie, life will lie to you. When you are honest, life is honest to you. Abraham lied. Abraham lied that Sarah was the sister. Lied. Jacob lied. Oh, I am Esau. His own children came and lied to him that Joseph is dead. And they maintained that lie for 13 years. Once you live a dishonest life, it produces its kind around you. How annoying that dishonest people can't stand dishonesty. How annoying that liars can't stand being lied to. Am I saying the truth? You produce your kind. So for you to count the cost, number one, eliminate the non-essentials. Number two, be disciplined. Number three, honest. To finish well, akoso prataya. The Bible says, and when the man starts, you know, if only you understand that everyone now is in a pursuit for God. Everyone now is in a pursuit to know God. Are you aware? It's like Noah. The whole world was sinning. And God destroyed the world by flood. When the world stopped sinning, Noah started sinning. Noah was righteous when the world was sinning. When the world stopped sinning, Noah started. The brother on the glasses by the base, get out of there now. Now. Of maintaining your stand. Sir, are you aware that everyone around you can be wrong? Are you aware everyone can be wrong? Exodus 23 verse 2. Don't join the multitude to do evil. Don't join the multitude to do evil. To finish well, number three, you must understand that life has passers by. Life has passers by. You say you are not able to finish, and the passers by begin to mock you. Sir, not everybody or everything in life is for keeps. Can I repeat that? Not everything or everybody in life is for keeps. Are you aware there are some opportunities that are passers by? I wish somebody can understand this one. It will help you. Write what you are writing down and look up. I don't understand whether it's what I'm preaching. You are writing this long. When you feel okay. Are you done? Sir, listen to this. It will bless you. There are some opportunities that are passers by. Every opportunity you have to struggle and kill yourself to maximize, let it go. Oh, there's opportunity now to travel abroad. You must just bring 12 million. You sell land. You sell it. If they even sell you, that money does not come. Sir, let the opportunity go. God will not kill you in the name of blessing you. That opportunity is what? A passerby. You want to get married, and this marriage is almost breaking your neck. The father of the bride does not like you. The mother does not like you. The sisters don't like you. The groom, the parents don't like you. Everyone don't like you. You say, no, by fire, by force, by fire. I must enter. Time is going. I must marry. They say, they don't like you. With time, they will like me. Let it go. It's a passerby. Every door, you have to sell your land. That is how we got to where we are. That's how we got to where we are. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. Today we have churches around the world, church buildings. No pressure. Anything that looks like pressure, I tell you, let it go. God will not kill you just because he wants to bless you. God will not break your head to give you a breakthrough. When it becomes too heavy and you're under pressure, you have to check again. Psalm 85 verse 8, we know what he shall speak. He shall speak peace. Every opportunity that is taunting, I will hear what God, the Lord will speak. What shall he speak? What shall he speak? So how does God communicate? Through what? Peace. Abundance of peace. Anytime you lose your peace, God is not involved. Hey, this opportunity, hey, if I don't do it now, hey, sir, let it go. It's not yours. Can I say this to you? Can you write it down? Not all opportunity that presents itself to you should be maximized. There are some opportunities, let them go. Any opportunity that comes your way and puts you under pressure is a disaster in waiting. Let it go. Let it go. There's an opportunity to buy a land cheap and you don't have the money there. So let the opportunity go. A better one will come. Don't let anybody lie to you. Opportunity come but once. That's a lie of the devil. I returned again and I saw that the race is not to the swift, the battle not to the strong. Ecclesiastes 9:11. Not bread to the wise, not riches to men of skill, favor for men of understanding, but time and chance happeneth. Hey, this is an opportunity. If you miss this opportunity, sir, if the opportunity will put you under pressure, let it go. Look at this car. Buy it and be paying gradually. Let it go. Buy this land and pay whenever. I don't have the money. Let it go. It is what? A passerby. When you see such opportunities and you are not prepared for it, just remember, Papa said this thing is what? Passerby. Let it go. Let it go. If it is too good to be true, it's not true. If it is too good to be true, it is not true. If it is too good to be true, it is not true. Listen, one day a man called me on the phone and said my ministry has blessed him so much that my ministry has blessed him a lot. I was excited. Somebody told me he was going to call me, so he called me and said, send me your account. I said, okay. Normally I don't send my account. I don't send my account to anybody. If you want it, you can get it. It's online. Even if you're a pastor, you send me a message if somebody wants your account, I won't answer you because you know where to find it. I don't send it there. I don't do that. The man says, send your account. When he mentioned the figure, that should have prompted me, but because I had a stand, I refused. I got a stand on the altar. I got no less than 26 messages. I'm waiting, sir. Sir, the account, sir. I'm waiting, sir. Sir, the account, sir. I'm waiting, sir. When I say the figure, it was in 9 zeros. You know what 9 zeros are, right? Billions, not million. He says, send your account. I want to say so billions. Ta-da! My head just struck. He tried. I refused. I stopped picking this call. I didn't respond to him again. It was 48 hours after that somebody that works for the Financial Crimes Control was telling me that somebody wanted to pay money to my account and they would have invited me to come and mention how that money entered my account. By the time I say I don't know, oh, you get this kind of huge amount, you don't know. Now, how many of you know that what that man was to offer me was a good opportunity? But I was smart enough to know that was a passerby. Not all good ideas are God's ideas, but all God's ideas are good ideas. Let some things go. Passerby. Opportunity comes, but anyone that would stretch you is not of God. Let it go. It's a passerby. Let some things go. In this life of greatness, there are opportunities we will lose. There are friends we will lose. There are people that walk out of our lives, but they are out of your life for a greater good. They are out of your life for a greater good. When people walk out of your life, sometimes you now discover what were you even doing with them. It just dawns on you. Am I talking to somebody here? What were you even doing with them? Some opportunities. Am I talking to somebody here? Some opportunities that come, others are grabbing them. Take your seat. One of our pastors last year saw a land and was saying that we should pay for the land. He had some money. So he reached out to me. He said, Dad, the land is going for so and so that place. If the headquarters can support us. Now he's doing very well. Very well. Very well. He's doing very well. Good, loyal. I mean, he has put the eyes of the people on the commission, not himself. There are people who put eyes of the commission on themselves. They are in the ministry. We know them. About them. It's about them. And you do that, you open yourself to battles. Because what is meant to come to hit the set man will hit you. Yeah. You don't have, and because you are not the set man called, the anointing to cover you is not there. So this guy said to me, oh, Papa, now I said, go and investigate the land. He went, he told me, we're about to pray. The Lord said, tell him to check again. He went to check. In the process of checking, somebody else bought it. He said, Daddy, we have lost that. I said, that means it's not our own. He said, how? I said, whatever is yours, you won't lose it. Guess what? The government has taken over the land now. The person that bought the land built a factory. The government has brought the factory down and taken over the land. He spoke to me last week. He said, Daddy, anything I want to do, even if it's 1 year, you tell me go ahead, I will wait. He said, because he said, it don't go down. And they have taken over the place. Sir, there are things that are passed by. Let them pass by. What is yours will not leave you. Number 3, and then I'll pray. He said, this man starts, people mock him that he was not able to finish. So finishing requires ability. I'm going to pray. Finishing requires ability, sir. After you have planned, after you have counted the cost, after you have had intention, after you have built, after you've settled down, after you've done all that, you need an empowerment. You need ability. You need, sir, there are people that must understand. Thank God for education. Thank God for intelligence. Thank God for technical know-how. Thank God for contact. But I must tell you that favor is deceitful. Beauty is vain. But there is a woman that fears the Lord, and she shall be praised. It doesn't matter your expertise. It doesn't matter your experience. It doesn't matter what you know. It doesn't matter your discipline. After all of these are in place, there is something called ability. For if the spirit that raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you. You say, Apostle, I have lived a real life. A man sent me a message. He said, sir, I have checked my life. I don't live in sin. I've checked my life. I have not soiled my hands. I've checked my life. I live straight. But why am I still where I am? I said, because you lack ability. You lack power. Jesus was the best teacher. Jesus was the best rabbi. Nobody taught like Christ. He spoke in parable. He used little children to preach. He used the mustard star to preach. He used a coin to preach. He used widows to preach. But after teaching his disciples in Luke 24:49, he said, tarry in Jerusalem. I know I have given you intellect, I've given you wisdom, but all I have taught you, without power it is useless. Tarry in Jerusalem until you be endued with power. Despite your learning, despite your academics, despite all I've taught you, there is something called ability. As you hear me, wherever you are, ability is coming upon you. I say ability is coming upon you. Ability is coming upon you. Receive ability right now. Receive ability right now. Receive ability right now. First Samuel chapter 2 verse 9, he says, for by strength shall no man prevail. The Bible says in Zechariah chapter 4 and verse 6, not by power, not by might, but by my spirit, saith the Lord. Habakkuk 3 verse 2, revive thy work, O God, in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, revive thy work. Erupt. Remember mercy. Hear me, child of God. I make declarations as you hear the sound of my voice. Whether you are here or you are connected around the world, receive ability. Receive ability. Receive ability. Receive ability. Ability to become a new person. Ability for greatness. I know you have a plan. You have had plans for many years. Some of you have books you have not been able to release. Some of you have songs you have not been able to release. Some of you have projects you have not been able to release. Some of you have desires you have not been able to release. Right here you are. Receive ability. Receive ability. There is something you are believing God for. You've done your part. You've come to the table. You've done the market survey. You've done all the visibility studies. You've done everything you can do as a man, and the thing is just hanging there. You are waiting for support. You are waiting for favor. You are waiting for remember. Right now, receive ability. This is an ability service.
I said, this is ability service.
God is about to release ability on you. Some of you, you have a business plan, you have a project, you started, and along the line something happened that stopped the project. Something happened and the project is now incomplete, and you are going through some level of delay, as it were, with good dreams, good business plan. You've done the visibility, you've done the market survey, you've checked pricing, you've checked location, but all you are waiting for is ability. Right now,
Receive ability.
wherever you are, there is something called rest, and it's only triggered by the anointing of God. Malasoko barada, hegelete baratash, ekolodobosa, menta sivrataga. Wherever you are, under the sound of my voice, I make declaration: the spiritual empowerment to move into your next level, take it now. Listen, you are a businessman. How many of you are entrepreneurs? You are business people. You run your business. Put your hand down. Listen, there are people today. This business you are doing, they are doing it too, but it has taken them to another level. It's not just a function of expertise. There is something called ability, empowerment. When you go to some great people, you see how ordinary they are. I've sat down to talk with some people who are and they're so ordinary. So ordinary. And you ask yourself a question: how did this person become like this? There was an ability, either demonic or divine. Ability came. It just came. Someone said to me, somebody wants to call you on video. I said, no. If you're not my wife, you're not my children, I don't call nobody on video. He said, it's important, sir. I said, I don't call nobody. I don't take nobody's call on video. If you're not my wife, you're not my children, I don't. And he mentioned the person. It was the president of a country. I said, I'm available. He said, His Excellency said he must be sure it is you before he call you. He just want to see your face, that it is your number, it is you. Then he'll hang up and call you. Just to see my face. We were on the phone for 32 minutes. Just to see face. We just started talking. Very person. Very anyhow person. We just started talking. Very basic. I said, sorry, President, is this how you are? Said, it's like that. Oh. He said, do you know sometimes I even forget I'm president? They have to remind me, Mr. President, oh, I'm president. Let me. Basic. But there was something he said. He said there was a prophet that lived in our town. He said, growing up, he has a farm. People used to steal. They'll go and harvest and steal his stuff. He said, but I was the only one who would point to him. My friends that took it. There was just this fear rising up in me when I see a prophet. He said, I don't joke with men of God, especially if they are tested. He said, I had that fear. In politics, I had that fear. I honor them. I avoid them. If I don't even like what they are doing, I stay on my own. I began to understand why the ability came. How the ability. He told me, he said, the form, his presidential form, they were submitting the next day. He bought it the day before submission. He said, because he wasn't really interested. You win. He said, He said, sometimes we'll go to campaign. 5-10 minutes, he'll say the sun is too much. He wants to go to the car. Very anyhow person. Am I talking to somebody here? But he acknowledged. He said, this is God. So you cannot become great without something coming on you, without empowerment. Ideas are good, but ideas need legs to run. Ideas need mobility. Ideas, nothing gives motion to ideas like supernatural ability. He said that is able. That's what we are doing today. When we begin to pray, ability will come upon you. I say ability will come upon you. Is somebody ready now? Oh, talk to me. Is somebody ready now? I'm not sure you understand me. I'm not denying the fact that you are a graduate. You have a certificate, it's true. I'm not denying the fact that you went and you learned how to make hair and bake and cook. You are a good quantity surveyor. You are an electrical engineer. All of those things are good. But how come with all of those things you are still stranded? Because ability is lacking. And that is why we are here. Are you ready to pray? I said, are you ready to pray? Are you ready to pray? We're going to take a first prayer. We're going to ask for the grace to be focused. Settle down, sit down. The lamp of the body is the eye. If the eye is single, thy body shall be full of light. We're going to pray, Lord, I receive grace to be focused. These distractions in your life, these distractions, sir, they are meant to be side attractions.
Thank you for watching Truth Sermon. We hope you've been blessed by today's message. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and press the notification button so you never miss out on these powerful sermons. Stay blessed and encouraged. See you.